How closely did you watch the TLC main event? The main event at TLC was packed full of storytelling. In fact, there was so much action throughout that fans might have missed some parts. Sometimes a greater event can even include a little Easter egg of sorts or have a hidden meaning in the long run. This match only went on to illustrate how great WWE is at pulling off an epic match when they need to. Here are the 5 things you might have missed but needed to pay attention to during the main event at TLC. Number 1. Angle was protected. Even though he did take a nice running powerslam through a table from Braun Strowman, Kurt Angle remained relatively unharmed during the match. He took a couple bumps that look harder than they are and sold it big too. It also helped that they took Angle out of the match for about 12 minutes after his table break spot. Not only was this a nice chance to have Angle come out to his own music, but it was a good break from the match too, which was the real reason he was booked to be taken off in the first place. WWE didn't want to hurt Angle on his first night back, but they also let him do a few nice spots. He held the ladder for Dean Ambrose when he dove off and through a table. He got to put Cesaro through a table with a modified Angle slam, and he played the Central Shield member for a Shield triple powerbomb. But all in all, Angle felt great at the end of the match, while still having an excellent showing, which was the plan all along. Now he's ready for even more matches in the ring. Number 2. Braun Strowman's babyface turn. Let's just hope Braun Strowman's babyface turn doesn't come at the expense of his death by a garbage truck. That kind of spot really is cringe-worthy when you think about it. But when all of the heels ganged up on Braun Strowman and kicked them out of their villainous ranks, it spelled a babyface turn for the monster among men. Dave Meltzer spoke on Wrestling Observer Radio about how this looked like a Strowman babyface turn to him too. Therefore, if that's what you thought, you're not alone. Who knows how Braun Strowman will do as a big friendly giant, but I'm willing to bet his destructive tendencies won't be hampered much in the process. Number 3. The "You suck" chants were still there. Everyone was excited to see Kurt Angle come out and get in the ring, but people might not have been expecting to see him come out alongside Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. While some say Angle ruined the moment with a big smile on his face, it couldn't be helped. He was obviously so happy to be getting back to action. Even if he was supposed to remain serious, it was too much for Kurt Angle to hold in. But once the crowd realized they weren't going to get the opportunity to chant "You suck" along with Angle's famous entrance music, the fans figured out a way to insert it into the Shield's music. It was faint in the beginning, but picked up steam in time, only making this moment even more special as the WWE Universe was still able to insert a little piece of Kurt Angle into the Shield's entrance. Number 4. Seth Rollins might have dinged his knee. During the spot where Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins performed stereo dives off ladders, Seth Rollins landed in a rather scary way. It was just supposed to be a simple splash, but the way his leg landed on the table might have put some extra stress on the architect's knee. Rollins was able to get up and finish the match after that, but it was a seriously sketchy way to land on a knee that's already been obliterated by injury before. Let's hope Rollins can protect his knee a little bit better in the future, because not only is it highly involved in his finisher, but he needs it to walk and wrestle as well. That spot where Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose took stereo dives off the garbage truck was a pretty risky stunt as well. It's just a good thing they had 5 people to catch them. Number 5. Kurt Angle did his best Roman Reigns impression. WWE not only did a great job protecting Kurt Angle during this match, but he was also booked much in the same way Roman Reigns probably would have been. He got to take a couple naps, but he still popped up for most of the big spots, and he even got the pinfall in the end. Angle was the Central Shield member during the triple powerbomb and looked perfect for the role. Angle might not have Superman punched anyone or hit any drive-bys, but he did fill in for many of the spots the big dog would have taken part in. Kurt Angle even had a chance to yell at the ceiling just like Reigns before the triple powerbomb's execution. The Raw GM made a fine replacement member of the Shield and performed with little ring rust. But he was also surrounded by people who made sure he looked as good as possible, just like Roman Reigns.